Hey, it's Chris Byer.
Chris Bowling.
Hey, CB. We are still in the month of February, American
I
Heart
love it.
Month.
Great.
Lots of good topics. I know today we wanted to focus more on maybe some topics that the HR team could share with their employees and their families as maybe they're doing an education campaign on heart health. This is our 57th consecutive American Heart Month put on by the American Heart Association. We know that, again, heart disease, that is what kills the most Americans every single year. Multiple different types, but
Right.
heart health is extremely important.
Yeah, it's a lot can be done. I think, the previous week we talked about number one's your physical, right? I mean,
Yeah.
that's it's at least gonna give you your lipid panel to determine if your cholesterol's too
Yeah.
high, what's your happy cholesterol, what's your low cholesterol. But
Yeah.
there's so much, just exercise is walking, nobody has to go out
Yes.
there and do CrossFit. Not there's anything wrong with CrossFit, but just walking radically reduces your risk of a heart attack.
Yeah.
Just getting that heart pumping.
Yep, absolutely. I know we had a client go through some biometric screenings this fall during open enrollment. Had a local provider do that, and they caught so many people with high blood pressure, high cholesterol. And the best part about that is now they're getting engaged with that provider and they can start getting that under control. I think you and I knew that there were some conditions within our claims, but being able to help act on that is the important piece. So if, again, you are part of the HR team, as Chris said, focus on exercise. Maybe this is the time to do some sort of exercise challenge. Healthy weight, smoking cessation is another one that's important. I know
Oh,
that certainly restricts blood flow and causes all kinds of issues when you're smoking, but even just stopping that, you can see a great reversal within a few months, if not the first year.
yeah. Carrie works in the OBL lab where they do vein
Yeah.
ablation. She said 100% of her patients use nicotine. It's a
Yeah.
vasoconstrictor, and they're having all kinds of issues with leg pain,
Yeah.
just not blood not getting to your lower part of your body because when you use nicotine, it constricts. So yeah, do whatever you have to do to help that employee quit, whatever that is.
Absolutely. I know another topic is blood sugar, whether it be,
Yeah.
monitoring your type 1 diabetes with, the different pumps and monitors that are there, or if you are on borderline or are type 2, getting yourself under control, making sure that those resources are made available and employees and their family members know what to do to help control that. I know that's a major contributor to heart disease.
Yeah, I
And
think
then I think, when we, yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
changing behavior is the hardest part, right? It's
Yes.
every time I'm gonna push for the next 6 months. I'm not gonna do this. Changing that behavior is the hardest thing, but think
Yeah.
creatively. What can I do to entice that employee to want to change that behavior? And
Yes.
that's your
Yeah.
biggest challenge.
We've
I
seen a couple of employers incentivize the physical. Here's,
Yeah,
extra PTO. Here's, again, it's paid for, but, looking at ways to put extra money in their pocket. Again, we came out of COVID with bad habits.
oh, totally.
Some people started working out more, but we all ate poorly. We drank too much. I think a lot of that we didn't know what was going on. So that was a coping mechanism for a lot of people. It's like, I'm just
Totally.
going to eat and drink in my house because I have
Oh
nowhere
my
else to go.
gosh. Yeah.
And undoing that and getting back onto the routine of healthy habits is an important thing.
Yeah. I can't agree with you more. Now that we don't have those restrictions, obviously it's still cold and flu season, but
Yeah.
boy, whatever you can do to incentivize that employee to get moving, that is step one. I mean, nobody has to make
Absolutely.
radical changes. That's what's amazing. It doesn't take a complete overhaul of your diet and your exercise to make little
No,
bitty improvements. Start small and build from there.
no, I like it. But yes, this is that time of year. It's cold. It's nasty out in a lot of places around the country. Think creatively. This is the time of year to start that wellness campaign and see what you can do again to focus on American Heart Month. So good idea, CB. Thanks for sharing this
Thank
morning. We'll
you.
go ahead and actually, I've got a link that we want to put out as well when we post this from the American Heart Association with some of these topics that we covered. And it's a good resource to be able to look at.
Love it. Thanks for doing that.
Awesome. Good to
All
see
right.
you.
We'll see you.
Thanks.
Take care.